Going on, everyone? It's OxxyOG. Let's talk about heroic Plexus Sentinel. So I flashed my gear and my talents here just
5,
real quick so you can
4,
see. I'm using the
3,
Eradicating
2,
Arcano Core,
1.
Trinket, and Sac Brood. And I did use full single target trinkets that you can copy there, but I would, once you get 4 set, which I had here, I just forgot about, take Vicious Contempt and move those 2 points to either 2 points in critical thinking or a point in critical thinking and a point in unbridled ferocity. I'll put that on the screen. Anyway, I did get the chance to grab 4-piece, got pretty lucky. I forced catalyst charges after I hit 2k IO, but honestly I'm fine with that because it just feels amazing to have the 4 set. It's just so, it feels so strong. I feel so good in raid with it. So here's a Plexus Sentinel kill. This is a straight single target fight. Couple of cool things with this fight. I brought Wrecking Throw, so that's going to be the ability on the far left side of your talent tree that allows you to do more damage to shields when you use it. I did have a little bit of a weird interaction with it in this pool because it was my first pool using it in a long time, and I forgot what bind I had it on, so I kept thinking I was using it in the shield phase, but I wasn't. So when I get kicked back here, I don't think that it's really worth to do the whole charge thing. I think just get yourself knocked back and start booking it towards the boss.
Rallying
I thought
cry
that
in
I
A.
had it all figured out, but I honestly think just get knocked back and just start booking it then, rather than like trying to. I was like charge, leaping, and maybe on the longer runs it's not bad, but I also think that these beams ended up hitting me, and I almost died in the second run. So anyway. You know, I got the action tracker on the left, I got damage and everything on the right. This is just a random pug. I died on our guild pool, of course, it's my luck, so I had to come back in at a pug and try to fix my parts, and so I did. And I think this is a really cool first boss. I like the lore of it, like, you know, we're going through the filtration system and whatnot. I think the boss is cool, relatively simple, it all makes sense. So, with that being said, I am currently with the guild on Nexus King. We're going to be revisiting him next week. So Nexus King on Heroic. The raid is fantastic. We did a full normal clear, and then we got through to Nexus King, and honestly, I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Just got 4-piece, haven't gotten to mess around with Thane much on live. So in Mythic Plus, but I was playing 4-piece Thane on Soul Hunters, and oh man, it feels so good to get the Thunderblast procs and get resets on it. So definitely be looking forward to some gameplay. I have VODs of it all, so I'd love to do a little voiceover of them. This kill, it was a longer kill than I would typically like for first boss, but people are still under geared. You can see clearly I'm the one with 4 set here, and a lot of the other people here are trying to get geared up. But you know, regardless, I think the raid's a ton of fun. I think Fury is pumping. There's plenty of other classes that are too, but we're definitely, like, I'm gonna say, I haven't looked at the numbers, but I think that we're like upper middle, maybe even like top 5 spec. That's really exciting for us. Hopefully not in range of getting nerfed. So you see how I did that? I did charge, and then leapt, but then I took mad damage, and it has me thinking in Mythic. I don't even know what the Mythic mechanic is, but it has me thinking in Mythic I'd probably end up dead. So during this phase, you always just want to make sure that you use your Wrecking Throw. It does a lot of damage. For me, it did 40 million, which is 2.6% of my overall. So highly recommend bringing that on this fight. You can use it once per shield phase. And I also recommend on your opener, use Wrecking Throw instead of Heroic Throw, because it just does a lot. It does like 1.2 million even not against shields. So when you need to use Heroic Throw before your charge in to get enough rage, just use Wrecking Throw, and it's like free damage on this boss. So that being said, the mechanics are very simple. You get these pools on you that you need to take out to the sides. Some people like to tank the boss in the corner, some like to tank the boss in the middle. So you take these pools out to the sides when you get them. Then the tank gets targeted with a circle, has to run it out. And then you get these soaks. So you assign like groups, odd groups to the first soak, and then it boops them out. And then even groups, it does a second soak in that same area. they need to jump in and do the second soak. So you do like groups 1 and 3 in the first soak, and then groups 2 and 4 in that second soak. And it's just got to be quick. That's probably the hardest part of this. And then in intermission, you just get knocked back far in the platform. You got to book it through like a maze-like thing, which is fine with us because we have heroic leap and charge, so we book it. So you see, boom, and then there's the second one. That's really the heroic mechanics. And then each time that you get knocked back in the intermission, you just got to break the boss's shield. And as the shield goes on longer, he has a stacking damage buff, and it pulses for a lot of damage. So yeah, this is a really fun first boss. I like that there's like, what, 3 patchwork bosses? Just one single target patchwork bosses in this? Oh yeah, so here I really tried, and it almost got me killed. But it does feel like I saved a little bit of time. I don't know if there's a way for me to avoid getting like nuked. So something to look into. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of the video. I'll have more like gameplay of these bosses coming in. I could do more in depth on the harder bosses, but this one just had a couple of mechanics. It felt pretty simple to me. If you have any questions, or if you feel like I should have went more in depth with this, let me know, because I don't know exactly where everybody is and what kind of content they're looking for, so I'm just feeling it out. But this was a lot of fun, and I will see you for Illumithar gameplay here shortly. Happy raiding. Peace.